Welcome to another episode of W.K.H. I got my man Bruce in the house here. Appreciate you coming
Hey,
all the
thanks
way
for having
from
me.
Central Florida, Orlando, right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome, man. 2.5 hour drive. How's your drive?
It's pretty good. Undisclosed location, but it was pretty good. We just hit the road.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. I know a lot of people don't know much of Jacksonville, and we just talked a little bit about it. So,
Whew.
it seemed kind of quiet. There's a bunch of fireworks going on in the background.
I'll tell you, it's not what they say. It seemed very calm and nice, despite the news about all the different stuff going on. I think the drive was peaceful.
The drive was peaceful until you started like pulling up. But no, this is a decent neighborhood. It's not like the thing about Jacksonville, bro, is it's kind of like, you know, that County Line Road where Biscayne used to be, where Miramar, Pembroke to Miami. This is the truth, bro. It's like if all of that was the entire city. Mind you, Jackson was the largest city in the United States. Did you know that? Landmass wise, it's the largest city in the United States. To put it in comparison, you know where South Beach is at, right?
Yeah.
The start of South Beach, that strip, all the way to Fort Lauderdale Airport and west before you hit Everglades.
Okay.
All of that space, landmass, is Jacksonville.
Damn.
That's how big it is.
Shit deep out here.
Yeah.
Duval.
You're not even from here. You can't do that. You can't. You can't. You just. It's your first day. It's your first day. Yeah. I need you to relax, dog. I've been here 8 years though. No, I'm just kidding, man. Let's get to you, man. Tell me a little bit about, obviously, tell me who you are, or tell them. I know who you are. Tell my people, my viewers, how would you describe yourself? A little bit about your story.
Hey, it's Bruceprofits, Profit Squid. Grew up in the South Florida area, like he said, like the Miramar region. Was kind of sheltered a bit, went to charter schools. I'm of Jamaican descent, so, I did 1 year in Jamaica, and then the rest of the time was in the Miramar area. I stayed in that same zip code till I was 18. I went to 2 charter schools, Somerset, Miramar, and then eventually I went to Everglades, and I think that's where I met you.
Yeah.
So
Everglades.
yeah, it was like all happened so fast at the time. Just 2 things from that period of time that I remember in life. It was like I was selling candy bars at one point, and that's where I kind of got
for the school or for yourself.
For myself. That's where I started hustling. You know what I'm saying? Like I had went to Sam's with my mom, and then we bought some candy bars, and then I was just selling them. Eventually got caught, but that's where I started.
The fact that you
hustling.
said got caught sucks, because it's like, I'm just. We should encourage entrepreneurship. You know what I'm saying?
You
should. But it's like, no, we have snack machines.
Yeah. Or we have our own candy.
We have our own candy schemes.
We have our own like little candy.
You're fucking with our profit margins right now.
You can't mess with the profit margin. You know what I'm saying? The prison got to get there. You feel me?
So that's what's up, man. So you're a sheltered Jamaican. That's the first I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's a little like, because Jamaicans party, but I had a stepdad who was African American, so he didn't really believe in the whole turn up all the time things and do whatever you want kind of vibe. So he kind of raised me a bit more strict, which was good because I was kind of wild. If I thought about it, I still got away with a lot of crazy stuff, but overall I would say great upbringing. I don't have like this crazy sob story. I learned a lot from my childhood, and just like just going through school and just being well-mannered overall, chasing girls and chasing
well-mannered and chasing girls. That's crazy.
It's a mix.
That's amazing. You put those two together, and it just like you just did it so affluently.
It's just it's just a flow. It's just an effort. I'm Jamaican. My dad, my real dad has like 9 kids, so it's like when you come from lineage like that, and my grandpa has like 6 to 8 kids, I think. So it's just so much kids and sauce. So it's like I only got 1 kid, so I got sauce, but I'm not just dripping everywhere. You feel me?
Right now. I feel you. I respect that. It's like a certain level of that. Like the Jamaican side of you is probably like that walk, the swagger, but then you get that formality from your dad's strict side, which that's awesome. It's a good thing that you can share that, man. So
yeah.
W.K.H, wealth, knowledge, humor. Today, we're going to talk a little bit on the wealth aspect of things. Obviously, anything that you got goes in the W.K.H aspect, but wealth, this man has been trading. How long have you been trading in the futures?
It's been about 8 years.
So has it been 8 years of you trading in general or futures?
8 years in general, and futures since about February. So about 6-7 months.
February last year?
This year, 2024. Yeah. Yeah, I've been going crazy this year, but it's because of all those years trading Forex. But 8 years of trading, like if you focus on anything, like for an extended period of time, you unlock something. if you look at like what it takes to be like a apprentice, it's like 7 years of study and understudy. So I'm at 8 years, and that's why I'm seeing exponential success, and it's only gonna get better because I put in the time.
So it's kind of like that thing where Think and Grow Rich, there's this story about the guy that was digging for gold. Do you remember that story? I can't remember. I'm really bad with names. I need to work on that because these stories would be so much more impactful if I could be like,
Like the Acre of Diamonds. Acre of Diamonds.
Was it an Acre of Diamonds?
I think it was Acre of Diamonds. It could have been a gold story too. They mix it. They mix it.
So we'll say diamonds. Basically, the guy was digging for gold or diamonds, and then he gave up after like 4 or 5 months. I think of just straight digging and digging and digging with him and his crew. Didn't find anything. Ran low on funds, but like he didn't want to keep going at that point. It would have bankrupted him. Somebody picked up where they left off. 5 days later, they hit the mother lode. But we would have not found that locate. We would have not found those diamonds if you didn't stop here. But in this case, it's not about another person picking up somebody else's slack. It's about. I heard this from my roommate. I don't know if this is true, but it sounds statistically true. The reason why a lot of podcasts don't blow up is because they give up after like episode 30 something. So I mean, this is technically what is going to be 5th episode, right? We haven't gotten to that many yet. But I now that I know that, it's almost like a challenge. Like, let me get to my first 100, see how that goes. Like, I'm nobody in YouTube until I got my first 100. You know what I mean? Same thing for you. So the exponential growth is not like another example I gave to this is where, oh God, I'm bad with names, dude. What's that artist fucking name, dude? The Da Vinci?
I was thinking of Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran. He's not a what?
Oh, like
Ed Sheeran.
No, because he was bad at music. He just kept going.
Oh, really?
He kept writing songs. He kept working on like making music, and eventually he became like top notch, very high level because of repetition.
Wow. But so he didn't really have the skill.
He wasn't a natural.
He wasn't a natural.
And I'm not a natural because I think I've seen people who are doing what I'm doing in a much faster time frame. I think that like I'm overall hard headed and kind of like dumb in a certain level of like not making adjustments quick. I've gotten better over time, but there's a lot of people who are smarter than me, but the problem is they're comfortable
with the amount of knowledge that they have.
Not just knowledge, what that knowledge gets them in life. If they're able to live off of a 75K income, like sometimes they just accept that life.
Yeah.
If they can do 100K, 120, like that's a very comfortable life, but is that really stretching your ability?
So stretching your ability, when you say that, is it like, do you feel like you should live life challenging? Like you should challenge yourself almost daily?
In all aspects.
Yeah.
Physically, mentally, spiritually. You should be challenging yourself and asking yourself, how can I be the bigger person? How can I be the better person? If someone does you wrong, make it your duty to do other people more right. You don't take that and like create an evil, comeback. You positively do more and more and more, because that's what's been benefiting me, just being positive and doing more positive stuff, no matter what people throw at me.
Right. And that actually is the reason why I made Couch Buddha. So Couch Buddha is, and I'll show it to you later. It's a poster that I have of the Buddha, and it says 1,000 candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of that single candle will not cease to exist. In other words, happiness does not decrease when it's shared. So like let's say you have a happy bar, like from 0 to 100, your bar's full. If I make you happy, it's not going to be like, oh, well, now you have 50. See what I'm saying? So it's like what you're saying is spreading that light doesn't do you harm.
Exactly.
And then, who was it with Socrates that says that holding anger is holding somebody else's poison? Like,
damn, my boy's spitting.
Yeah, no, it's the truth. Like they're talking about how like when you're angry at somebody, it's like you're poisoning yourself. You're like, all right, let me just drink this poison, and I'm mad at you. Like, no, it's your, it's your problem to deal with, not theirs, even if they're wrong. Back to the trading, I think a lot of people give up. I found myself to be like a lot of things in my life, and I think a lot of people could agree, on and off. So what made you stick to it? Do you feel like you've been consistent the last 6-7 years?
So I'll be quite honest with you. I think everybody is a day trader or a trader, so to speak. I specifically day trade, where I spend certain hours like actively trading. Now, to get to this point, I didn't, commit to 8 to 12 hours a day like I could have. I spent, sometimes doing 8 hours, sometimes doing 30 minutes, no studying. I kind of learned the hard way by just trading live money. If you did like practice on demo and have one strategy, you can have success a lot quicker. But like what separates me, I think, just from someone else is that I look everyone as a trader. So it's like you can trade your time for money. You could trade your time for a higher skill set like sales or trading, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we want to build wealth. This podcast is about wealth, health, all that. So it's like, it's just a high income skill set, and I've dedicated the time to master it or to get good at it enough to then see an income. Now, there's other skill sets you can learn, right? You can go to trade school and get a skill, but if you don't apply the business aspect to it, you're not going to be able to gain wealth out of it or grow it.
And no offense to anybody, but it kind of sounds like a lot of I hear a lot of BAs everywhere, like BAs, bachelors in business administration, business administration, and I'm here like, okay, have you ran a team? Have you ran a business?
Never.
I feel like I've ran, like when I was running the team that we talked about in those 2 years, bro. When people told me to quit, people were like, "Dude, you're broke. Why are you still going to work?" Like on the days that I was making money, nobody was telling me not to go back, right? When they're like, "Yo, we renting it out of the boathouse, or we're doing this, we're doing that. Oh, don't worry about it. I'll pay for half, or I'll do this." Nobody was like, "Oh no, dude, you gotta quit your job, man." On the days that I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick a ride with my boss because I don't got gas."
Whew.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I got to get up early because he gets up early. He has to be there early, so I got to be there early.
We all got to be there early.
Right, exactly. So, with that being said, you get to a point where you kind of, like, see things as a learning opportunity. I saw that business as college. I didn't go to college, bro. I after high school, I applied at Miami-Dade College, bro. Went there 2 weeks. I was like, nah, I'm out.
Yeah.
So college wasn't for me. But then learning how to work with people, run a business, seeing the ins and outs, the good and the bad, man, like, that's a fucking experience.
I think that is a key to real life, like being involved in a business, and even if you're not even running it, just like observing what's going on. Because when I was in college, I think from 19 to 20, I think I was door knocking, selling like TV, internet, and phone for CenturyLink. I think it was Bright House back then, but they were CenturyLink back then. Not really sure anymore. But anyway, I learned a lot of things from the leadership, just how they approached the doors, how they got people comfortable, overcame objections.
Did you guys do that thing where they fucking sweep their feet to like assume that they're coming in?
No, we didn't do that, but everyone had a different method, and to me it was always a little bit odd to me because most of the methods like had a little bit of like disingenuous like
bait and
part
switch
to it.
Kind of like,
yeah, like I didn't really like that part of it, and it's like not like you can't sell good stuff, but to me it's like if I didn't really believe in it, because I never had CenturyLink, whatever story we sold, I didn't believe that story. So then once I found trading and it was like a story that I believed, it's like,
damn,
you know what I'm saying? Like I saw somebody.
So what was the story that was painted for you when you started trading?
Well, I just saw people on Instagram like listing, like they had all these numbers on their screen, and it looked like more money than I was making. I wasn't really making any money, so it was like, I want to make money. Let me contact these people, and guess what? It turns into MLM.
Oh my
MLM.
God!
Recruit.
You're in South Florida, bro. They got you, bro.
It was like that, but I was in Orlando because this was in college.
Okay, gotcha.
I was like about 21 at the time, but I got out of that and just focused on learning, and I was just broke, like in college doing it, living on the couch. Like as soon as I committed to it, I pretty much lost most of my relationships. I stopped like keeping up with people properly because I was so focused on it, and I had seen success very early, like different levels of it, just putting money in, seeing it flip. Like my first trades were on gold, and I put in like $50 and turned it up to like 300 in like one day, and then I blew it all while taking a shower. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of trauma came from like the early days of it. Luckily, I was so broke that I couldn't lose that much money.
I was so broke I couldn't lose that much money. That's
blessing.
Interesting. That's
it's a blessing when you think about it.
Yeah,
it's like, I look back at how much I lost. It's like if I try to add it up, it's easy. I used half of the checks I was making then. Well, you're making 500, so it couldn't have been more than 250.
You're right. Like,
even if I average up.
Who was it? My buddy Gilmar, who you've spoke to, of course. He's like, you're gonna pay for the education, or you're gonna pay the market by learning your lesson.
Or both.
Right, both.
All the above.
Yeah, all of the above. you're gonna encounter those things, and I'm gonna tell you a snippet of what got me into trading. Obviously, you're here. It's about you because you're the GOAT, which reminds me, yo, show me that GOAT, bro. So speaking of the GOAT, you got the GOAT right here, the GOAT trader, the GOAT trader. I fucking love it, man. I fucking love it. GOAT trader. You know, I started trading because I wanted to see what it was like to make money while sitting on my ass. It was a very simple trade. I downloaded Robinhood. I put in $50, kind of the same thing you did, $50, and I turned that into not even a lot, bro, like $62 in like 2 weeks. And I was like, wait, I just made. The way I saw it was I made Chipotle money and without doing anything, you know. But again, that was a young me. So what brought you into what was your, like? Give me your trading story. Like what inspired you to be like, wait a minute, this is it?
So what brought me into trading was just the allure of fast money. Then MLM, like trying to build a team. Then I just went on a journey of trying to study it for myself. And I just paid a lot of different people in Miami with the Lambos, people in strange places that I don't know what they have or what they're doing. And then eventually I learned everything for free from this guy named Michael Huddleston. He has a group called Inner Circle Trader. All that is like free and can provide anybody who puts in the time the ability to trade. And I just provide free like coaching on that subject now because there's no reason to charge people because it's already free. And people just learn that and create their own stuff off it and charge people. And he's been doing it so long that most of the things that people have paid for are from regurgitated parts of his information. So it's like, I don't want to compare him to anything biblical, but he's like one of the first to actually like frame it and give everything like a yin and yang. So it's like a balance. So that's why, you know, right now I see the market very clearly. And fortunately, with the companies and technology that's around, I'm able to make a good amount of profit without even really using my own money. So like everything I'm doing is just like gravy at this point. But it's 2024 and it's all just really getting started. I did my first podcast on trading in like 2017, and at that time I had like my first $1,000 day, and I thought I was doing so well. Yeah. You know,
I didn't have my first $1,000 day till 2020.
Yeah.
Pandemic.
Yep,
I like that,
yeah,
pandemic.
We was up.
Damn. Okay.
Good times.
So you're moving up. Your first $1,000 day was 2017. It's 2024.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about them profit squids. Tell me about them profit squids, man. It's 2024. 2017 was your first $1,000 day. What does a day or a month look like in a profit squid trader?
The average day now in 2024 is a little bit different. I use a copy trader and copy trade between 20 or more accounts. So I'm just targeting like $100 to $200 a day typically, and that could range with like the multipliers anywhere from like 4,000 to 8,000. So it's like my old monthly wage. I'll make that if I just make 150 to 200 in a day. Now it doesn't make sense to the average person, but it's like I'm technically like above noob, intermediate, like I'm like it's skilled. Like I'm
if
not
you're
master.
making $8,000 if you're making a 6-figure, even if you made that in a month, bro,
I know
that's 6-figure salary, my guy. Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
I'm glad to hear them profit squids is squidding, bro.
Bro, I'm gonna ink.
Hey yo.
No, but
cool.
It's a blessing.
If you wanna, you can take it off now if you want to. So basically, you've hit your biggest day, your biggest payout.
100% biggest
payout. We're talking about double-digit payout, huh?
Talking about double-digit. We talking about, just to put in perspective, close to like the average yearly income for an average American.
Right.
In a little under 2 to 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So like,
good shit, man. That deserves a dap.
From an hourly perspective.
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
I'm not trying to be egregious out here, but
no.
Y'all got to put in the work. If you want anything in life, you have to put in the work. And I'm just scratching the surface, and so are you. If you want to be serious about anything, put in the work, like Couch Buddha.
Yeah, and I like what where you've said it, man. Me and him were talking earlier about putting in the work, but not necessarily just putting in the work, but more specifically, having an audience. And the reason why I do this is not just because I want to have like random people, come to my crib and talk. I enjoy this. Don't get me wrong, but it's also like right now it's only 20 something people that I have subscribed that are listening to it, which you're one of them. Thank you for your support.
Of course.
And obviously, I'm not. I used to care about what people think on Instagram. If you've noticed, if you ever like go back to because I actually never. True story. This could get me in trouble. I don't delete Instagram pictures. You could scroll all the way back to 2012, my guy. Yeah.
No archive?
No. What do you mean Oh yeah, I have
You
archive for
some.
stories, but like on it's public.
You don't archive none of your posts. Like everything is all still there.
Everything is all still there.
Damn.
Bro. Yeah. Like
You're
that's how
truthful.
I'm an open fucking book. I haven't lied. But here's the one thing that I've done in the past that I'm not doing now because of the people that I'm seeing, because of who I'm finding and who I want to be, who I, in the process of becoming. I used to like kind of flex on Instagram. Same way a lot of people do. It's like, look, I got this Airbnb. I ain't gonna tell you how many hours I put in to get here though.
Guilty.
And I've been there. But now my flex is, yo, get your ass up, man. Let's go, man. Like come on. Like there's two different kind of motivators. Because there's two different kind of people that need motivating. The ones that need a little bit of empathy be like, damn, dog, I feel you. Life's been a bitch to you, bro. Bro, but you got this shit. Right? Like understanding, like, so sometimes, I don't like them woe is me. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yep.
I don't care. I'm sorry. I do not. Misery loves company, and I will not be part of that company.
Never.
Won't. I can't. I've never been, I'm not a miserable person. I wasn't raised as a miserable person. My mom always told me, shut your hoe ass up and make some. No.
Make some payment. Get on them streets. Get on that corner, boy. No,
but yeah, but like your parents.
He didn't live near a corner. Everyone.
Yeah,
relax.
you're good. Nah, you're stupid. Call the sacks all day, bro. It's stupid. But it's you misery loves company, and I ain't with that. So, but the two kind of people is the one that needs a little bit of empathy, because maybe that person is going through a lot, and they just need somebody else to be like, dog, I feel you, bro.
Empathy. Holy shit.
Not sympathy.
No,
Empathy.
no, 100%. Like,
yeah.
I try to walk. I feel like I'm very empathic, and I think that's what allows me to like do well as a trader, because you have to accept being wrong. Like that's why most people can't do this shit, because they can't lose.
Go ahead, do your
they
thing.
can't take a loss.
Cook.
Bro, they can't put a trade on and say, all right, I'm wrong. They're going to marry the trade. They'll blow thousands of dollars marrying a trade.
I'm married to a trade right now. I like the wait, bro. Thank you.
Bro,
dog.
I'm here to deliver you.
See, because
salvation. Let's go. Come on, bro.
I like that, dog. Listen, because when you say it like that, I have commitment issues. And mind you, this is the longest relationship. I can say that in front of my girlfriend because she knows me.
Yeah.
And this is the first girl that I've dated in all the years that I've dated women that
Wait, what other years were we dating? What else?
Well, that's crazy. That's crazy.
No, never mind. My fault.
That's wild. I'm talking about, like, out of all the girlfriends I've had, she's the first one where I've been like 100% like super extremely authentic. I'm sorry if any of my exes are watching.
He lied.
Psych, gotcha, bitch. Like, no, but
grab your mother. No, sorry. That's
it was very, not that I was like lying or anything, but it was like some parts of me were being reserved. Some parts of me were being put away because I know that would have turned you off, and I want
your true self. You didn't feel comfortable
being my true self.
Okay.
Except for like one person I dated, but she also didn't know that I smoked for the longest.
That's
and
a
I pulled
hard
it up.
secret.
That is a hard one, bro. I would spray myself,
hungry as
cologne, wet boy.
Just randomly got to go outside all the
that's
time.
Crazy.
Like, I'm about to go to the gym. Not even sweaty. We're just smoky eyed.
Yeah, exactly. So, and now that the whole point of what I was saying was that, this is my longest relationship, but she knows that commitment issues is not just with relationships, but commitment issues in the sense of I don't like committing to something unless I'm with it. Like, I'm with it. You come into this party, I'd rather tell you, give me a sec. Let me look into my shit, and I'll call you back, and give you a solid yes or no, and expect me to be there if I say yes. Kind of like how you texted me 8:45, I'll be at your crib. You texted me 5 minutes before 8:45 telling me you're going to stop somewhere and do that. You didn't have to do that, right? You could have just pulled up late. Do you see what I'm saying? That tells me about your character. You're like, hey, man, I'm running a little late. I just thought I should let you know that. That's called respect. But it also is not the kind of respect. It's one of those, like, voluntary respect. That I don't know what to call it, but that's kind of what's coming out with what I'm thinking is because it's not disrespect if you didn't do it.
Yeah. It's like an assumed respect.
It's an assumed respect. I like that more. An assumed respect. So when you tell me something like you're married to the trade, it ain't nothing called that bitch, y'all. Like that, and that's really so. Bring me to my next point. Tell us a little bit about risk management, because everything is risk management.
Everything.
How you like lower risk, because again, you just said it yourself. Everybody's a trader. And put a pin real quick on that.
Risk management, or
yes, risk management. Yeah, okay. Yeah, my bad. Basically, everybody's a trader. I forgot to tell you this earlier, but I would like for you to look into this book called Bible Secrets, Business Secrets from the Bible. Okay. It's by a Jewish rabbi. And in the first chapter, I'm not even like spoiling anything. It's just super like, he already blew my mind. It's like chapter 1. Everybody is in business. If he says, if you're a cashier at Walmart, who's your customer?
Is this a trick question? Is
it? You would think it is, right?
Is it Walmart?
So it is Walmart.
Okay.
Thank you. That's what I mean by doing business. Most people think it's the customers.
Yes.
Like, oh, the customers are my customer. No, they're not. They're your client's customer. Your client, like if I'm actually a Walmart, if Walmart was a person, yo, hey, bro, what's up, Bruce? Listen, man, people are going to walk into my store. I need you to say what's up to them. I need you to say, hey, how you doing? Hope you have a good day. Can you do that for me? Can you represent me? You're in business.
Facts.
But people are close-minded and they think, oh, I'm not in business. Oh, I can't think bigger than a 9 to 5. Even if you're in a 9 to 5, you're exchanging your time, or you're trading, like you said, your time and your efforts for something else. In this case, you're in business, because if you start treating yourself like a businessman, like, I'm not just a fucking doorman.
Facts.
Bro, I'm an independent contractor that represents Hilton Hotels. You got to like kind of give yourself a little bit more pride in the work that you do, which goes back to what Carnegie talks about. Even if you're going to do a 9 to 5, be an expert in your field. 100%. Why would you even, like, if you're going to be a teacher, why would you be a mediocre teacher?
Yeah.
Because not only did you get a decent job that almost anybody could get, no offense, I'm not saying that people can't be teachers. It's just, if you got an average job and you're doing that averagely, that means you're mediocre. Like, I'm not even trying to offend nobody, bro. But
people want to be mediocre. They want to be in the middle because they think it's safe.
And that's managing your risk. Boom. Could lead to your. That's why I mean by they're managing their risk.
It's in their mind they're managing their risk, but they're managing their current risk. They're not worried about retirement. Like, the whole goal of trading, if you want to learn to trade, it shouldn't be so you can just quit your job. It should be that when you could retire yourself early. Like, when you don't want to work anymore, you could retire yourself early. So keep working your job, build your nest egg, and if you want to retire at 50 and you save up $500,000 or whatever, you should have the ability to return at least 5-10% a month on that just from your own skill set.
Yeah.
If not, you wasted 50 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all the game is. Like, how fast can you learn? If you learn it fast, if you want to, I'm obsessed. If you want to be obsessed like me and do it full time, that's fine. It's not for everybody, but the guarantee is, like, get skill sets that when you turn 60, you can still provide for your family. Other than, assets and wealth that, like, can actually do it without you working.
The stock market does not discriminate.
Stock market
does not, or the market in general does not discriminate.
In a way, it does.
Okay.
Because it requires information. Like, for instance, people who buy stocks, if you're consistently buying stocks, you really should be in the options game. Like, if you're talking about multiplying your money, like, not somebody who's buying and holding stocks, somebody who's trading them, who's like trying to see a profit. If you're able to do that successfully, you should be in the options game. If someone can trade Forex, you should be in the futures game, because there's markets with more liquidity, in my opinion. And it's like, yes, you could make money doing stocks, but if you looked at the crypto market, like, you can make insane returns. You should be ready to lose any of that money you put in any of those markets. We look at stocks as like a safe bet because it's like only a paper loss on paper. But in reality, if these stocks took a dive, what are you going to do? But to me, it's like, you're only as good as, like, what would you do if you had nothing? Damn. If that makes sense. You have to be able to make it out of nothing.
I get what you're saying. You shouldn't have to rely on the market and the market's growth to depend on your growth. Your growth should be depend on your own skill set that you develop throughout the time.
You're the market.
You are very fucking well said.
You're the
guy.
market. Like, there's no in between. Like, there's the economy, but you're the economy. Like you said, you're a 1099 employee, you're an independent contractor in everything you do, and how you represent yourself is everything. Especially in this current market, we're headed to just straight sales jobs.
Yeah.
Like robots are going to take over everything. Amazon's building every warehouse with humans now, but they're going to kick the humans out. And the crime is going to be crazy up because there's going to be no basic jobs, no basic income. We're going to probably get to universal income at some point. But at that point, like, we'll be in a whole different political system because,
yeah, absolutely.
you know, I think that's more socialist. Or I'm trying to go too far. But in general,
you're good. That's crazy. I was like, damn, it's like a whole nother episode.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother
Learn
episode.
trading, guys, so you can waste time looking up random thoughts. But, you know, like, again, we're all trading our time for something. I'm just trading mine. I'm trading my money to get back time. Most people are trading their time to get money.
Exactly. I think to put myself in a bracket, bro, I would consider myself intermediate, to be very, very honest. I know I'm not a beginner. I've learned chart readings. My boys put me onto the 1348 method with the EMAs. You know, learning how to like bounce off EMAs, overall like crossovers. Like when EMAs cross, I'm like, dude, that's my shit. I like that. And I also do have certain companies where I've looked at them so much, so frequent that I know how they react. So it's like one of them right now that's one of my favorite is Affirm. I love the way Affirm moves. It's so volatile. It'll be like, 8-9%. I put a put on that shit. Because I already know it's going to alleviate 2%, if not by the end of the market day or by tomorrow. And it usually does. I'm not saying it could still keep going bullish, but when it goes bullish, it's a certain way. I'm getting too deep into it because it's going to throw people off. But my point is like there's certain things that I like to trade because I like the way it looks. I consider myself to be an intermediate. What are some suggestions that you have for people that are just trying to start? How do you start investing into the stocks?
Start investing in stocks. To start investing, there's a lot of ways. I would say, you know, start with YouTube. Look up Baby Pips. Look up ICT. Look up, try not to fall into too many influencers, especially ones that actually sell courses. Or if they're selling anything, I would say just leave them alone. Look for people that are giving everything for free for now, because the problem is if you pay for somebody's stuff and don't use it only exclusively, you're wasting your money.
Yeah.
You have to commit to whoever your so-called mentor is, and they should be able to have results and talk to you about them.
Yeah.
That's why ICT has the biggest community, because he has so much results and has so many students with so many results, me being one of them. So it's like, yeah, you can waste time paying people to hear regurgitate the stuff that he's put out in their random terminology they made, and maybe you don't apply these concepts to day trading like me, but you could trade options using these same concepts.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick your brain on that after that.
Yes.
Because options, I really get into options.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a numbers guy. You know what really caught me? I know it's gonna sound kind of weird. You know what really did it for me about options?
When you do the math?
Yeah, the Greeks.
I hate that part.
Yeah, I love that part.
What?
Yes, you see?
Did
That's
you
what
do
I'm
good in math?
Yeah, I'm actually really great at math.
Damn.
Yeah.
That boy
But I love
snap.
as soon as I found out what the delta, the theta, the vega was, everything, which the most important ones is obviously the theta and the delta,
theta.
correct? Because how it diminishes and how it gains per dollar, and your probabilities of making profit. I like
time
that.
decay.
Right, time decay, exactly. So options are technically always against you
Mm-hmm.
in a way, but that's why it's like a ticking time bomb that you want to ignite in the right or get out of at the right moment, because it's gonna blow. It's gonna blow. You're not gonna hold that. You're not gonna marry, and that's honestly kind of where I'm at right now. My risk management has been sloppy. One thing that I can say, because that's why we did this podcast, how you do stocks is how you do everything.
Yeah.
If you like discipline in your life, stocks isn't for you. If you're trying to acquire it, stocks is for you. I'm not saying that you go in there knowing, like, oh, I'm going to click here, buy, sell. Oh, I made money. I'm going to keep doing that again. Everybody says rinse and repeat.
No.
It's usually not
It is in a way, but it's about accountability. Like,
Right.
how often can you hold yourself to like a stencil or a standard that you had,
Right.
and just hold it up and say, did you follow this standard again?
Like
And
a
if you
checklist.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I just make the same kind of video every day to review my stuff, and I just go back and listen to it. I'm like, okay, I did a good job reviewing at that point, or I did a good trade at that point. And it always gives me motivation, and it irons in, like, I got to do it right because I'm going to record it.
Where can people check you out, bro?
It's Bruce Profits on every platform. So Instagram, Bruce Profits, YouTube, Bruce Profits. I think Twitter, it's Bruce Profits as well.
Gotcha.
Bruceprofits.
Bruce, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you're a funny guy, bro. You're
trying.
very
We gotta hit it.
charismatic, man. That's definitely the Jamaican African.
Yeah,
with
man.
yeah, you know, with
The
the
Jamaican.
yeah, Jamaican.
Yo,
Yeah, Wagwan
Brethren,
Mayut.
Wagwan, you.
Yeah.
One cat over there, sir.
What?
You have a cat.
It's stupid. But it's good that you're here. We're probably gonna be wrapping this up here in a little bit. I kind of want to leave this. First of all, thank you again for coming,
Yes.
for supporting the
Of course. Thanks for
podcast,
having
man. It's very interesting conversations that we've had in and out of the mic. I want to kind of leave this last couple 5-10 minutes really to you. What would you like to spit? What would you like to share with
Yeah.
my audience?
I want to say, everyone, just keep trying, keep pushing towards your goals. Not everything's about money, but you should aim for mastery. Because if you become a master at something, there'll be money involved.
Have you read that book, Mastery by Robert?
Yeah, I like listen to more stuff than I read.
Yeah,
to
me
be
too.
honest,
Me too. Because
I feel like I'm just like
of my vision.
damn.
I read. Yeah, so like my peripheral vision is
Damn.
tunnel
So look,
vision.
it turned into a sob story every time you say that, but in reality, it's like I always look at it like, damn, that's a leg up. You could use that as marketing. This man, bro. It's like,
Bro, oh my
bro,
God,
you gotta
dog.
turn
Yo,
that up,
yo,
dog.
yo, yo.
He's like, anytime anything happens, he's like, but my vision though.
But- hey, baby, let me get what's up with you, dog. My vision, though. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That's
You missed
funny
jury
as
duty.
fuck.
My vision though.
My vision, though.
I'm telling you, bro, you sleep on that. But
Man, that's
pursue your
hilarious.
dreams and goals. Make sure you're hitting the gym. At the
Mm.
very least, cardiovascular. Go for a walk. Get some sun on
Very
your body.
simple.
I
Yeah.
mean, unless
Yeah.
you don't have enough pigment to deal with a lot of sun, still get some sunscreen on there and go out there in the
Yeah,
sun.
yeah.
Get bit by a few mosquitoes and flies. Try to survive malaria. You gotta just put everything to the test. You know.
Yeah.
Try to read. I have a whole library of books, and I don't read that much. It's so sad. I just buy them to feel like a trophy, and I listen to the
That's cool. No,
audio.
fuck that. No, okay, so there, let Couch Buddha come in real quick. See, no, but all jokes aside, I like that. You said it best, but you shouldn't buy that book until you finished it completely. You shouldn't buy it first. You shouldn't buy it first and then do it, because if you're saying it's a trophy, you don't get the trophy. Here's your trophy. Now you can play.
That makes sense.
You feel me? So now, because I always respect shit like that. That's very stand-up shit. Nobody should fucking judge. Oh, I audiobooked it, so it doesn't matter. Like again, like my vision though. I read at a college level, but when I read sometimes
Junior
I'm
college.
reading, right? Junior college, community college level. I read good, but it's just like I read well, but when it comes to like actually reading as fast as I would like to, I can't. So I just do the audiobook. So yeah, dead ass, do that thing, bro. Like for real, keep doing that shit, and don't fucking feel like
You know.
people should feel some type of way because it's an audiobook. Anyway, I agree with you. Read. Reading is fundamental.
Be efficient in a lot of stuff you do. Like for me, like I just dress like Alex Hermosi now. Like just get like Hawaiian shirts and like short shorts that have like multi-use capacity.
As long as they have the ball space, though, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
Short
of course. Well, not short, but shorts to me are short shorts. Not like actual. It's 2024, not that kind of short shorts.
Gotcha.
But you gotta be unique, man. Everybody has something special. Like it's not all about everyone should be a trader, but you're still trading your time for something. So it's like make it worthwhile because we gotta hurry up. We don't know how long we have. We lost a shared friend because we knew each other from high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but we both knew somebody, and I knew this person from middle school. I'm not sure if you knew him from back
R.I.P.
then.
to Dro.
R.I.P. to Dro. Like he
Yes,
was
sir.
a great person, a great heart, and
yeah.
it's like I think that's what even held us closer together. It's like, we both respect Dro a lot,
Yeah.
and it's like, bro, I live for people like that. Multiple people I've lost probably since. Like, I probably lost 4 or 5 people, maybe 6, 7, but it's not all the same way or same, but each one to me is like
there's
a
an
sin.
admiration that was there.
Yeah, there's admiration. I think about the best of them and what took them from this earth.
Damn.
And I just try to like,
Message.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, everybody has, whether it's a weight issue, whether it's car thing, whether it's a drug thing, whether there's so many vices that can take us from this earth. It's like, bro, achieve as much as possible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Very well
Because
put.
we got to leave this legacy. Like this audio is for legacy. If no one listens to this but your kids, it was a success.
Damn.
It's just legacy, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Generational wealth.
who are we trying to
generational
impress?
knowledge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're just trying to pass on keys, so we can't. Because if you forget these keys, right,
Mm.
they're on audio. The child can hear them.
Right.
They don't have to wait. Like I try to
Yeah.
ask my grandpa stuff. He can't tell me anything, but
'Cause you
he
can't
built a
remember
big
Right.
conglomerate thing in Jamaica. Did a big entire like money make, but I can't ask him shit. He won't. He doesn't know. He doesn't remember. But I'll have all this documented, so my son will know, my grandson will know, your grandson will know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
It's awesome, man.
yeah.
It's what you leave behind. Very, very,
Facts.
very good shit, bro. Thanks again for coming, man. For
Appreciate
all
it.
of you guys, Bruce Profits on
Mhm.
Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Do you have a TikTok? Are you
Yeah, it's
trying to
Bruce
get on there?
Profits.
Same thing, Bruce Profits. Yeah. So basically, long story short, or long podcast short, everybody's a trader. Are you trading your time or your money? Or are you trading your money for your time? And I'm gonna leave it off with your freestyle.
Bet.
You want me to put some tunes, or
You
want me to
could,
put
or
on
I
the
could
phone
do
right here?
acapella, whatever you wanna do.
What you want to do? This is
I
your
do
call.
acapella.
Go ahead.
Hey, Bruce Profits. Everybody a trader, but they be at Trader Joe's. I'm not no average Joe. Of course, everybody want to know what I know. I'm Bruce Profits, always on the go. They call me Prophet Squid. One by the ink, make 'em think. Damn, he's on the brink. Profits always adding up. Profits on the rink. Hey, no ice skating, but he's skating nice. Ice cold. Profits cold. That's it.
Profits.
More like I just be saying stuff, but in reality, it's the truth. So it's like when I have a beat, sometimes it can be so amazing. Sometimes it's just like a spoken word because I started in like, it's like a project spit. It's like a club where we just like do poetry and stuff.
Yeah.
So bro, it just do something that feels good because now they kind of demonize art. Like they made it so like, oh, if you're not making that to sell a song, like that's bullshit. It's like, no, bro, how do you feel? What do you think? Does it invoke emotion? That's what this shit's about.
That's art. That's what art is, man.
You know
It's an
what I'm saying?
expression. Art is an expression. You know what? I actually, I still freestyle from time to time. I haven't done it as much as I used to. But going to my car, whether it was in between break, when I was angry, when I would just go smoke in the car just to kind of like hear my own thoughts. Because even back here, it's a big room. You just kind of want to be in a compact space, bro. Some
Yeah.
fucking smoke. Get in that car, turn the fucking volume up on some good ass like type beats. You know what I'm talking about? And I just go and I start, and it's always like I feel like everything's kind of like jogging. You just start kind of rusty. You start off and then you're either not making sense or you're not rhyming, and then you stop caring, and then you sound good, and then you
Yeah.
sound oh shit, and then you're on that flow, and then when you get out of there, man, I'm like whatever I was pissed off about, like I either vented it out through rap. Fuck that bitch. I probably kill this shit. I'm about to murder that hoe and put her in a ditch. Like, you might just get mad, vent it out, and then you come out and you just chilling, man. So, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Very
Everything's
that.
an expression, man. Appreciate your time, my guy, and looking forward
sure.
to networking again.
Of course.
Profit Squid and the GOAT
Prophet
should come
Squid.
back again. Appreciate you, dog.
Bruce Profits. Go.